Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Math School Learn to Succeed. In this channel, I'll be teaching you Karnataka Board Class 10th SLC Insert Math. In today's video, let us solve the question number 9 from exercise 10.3, chapter number 10 quadratic equations. In my previous videos, I've solved the examples and the questions from 1 to 8 from the same exercise. If you have not watched these videos, please find the link in the description box below or click the I button above. So before we begin our video today, please like and subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell button below to get the latest updates of my videos, as I'll be completing the whole syllabus for class 10th SLC Insert Math. Question number 9 from exercise 10.3, chapter number 10 quadratic equation says two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. So let us first understand the question here. They're saying us there is a water tank. This water tank has two water taps, where the first water tap has a larger diameter, another water tap whose diameter is smaller compared to the first water tap. Okay, so these two water taps together fills the water tank, and it will take 9 3/8 hours to fill the tank when both the water taps are open. So together these two pipes will fills the tank in 9 3/8 hours. If you take only the water tap with larger diameter, then it takes 10 hours less than the smaller tap. Okay, it will take 10 hours less. If you take the smaller water tap to completely fill the tank, for example, if you assume it takes X hours to completely fill the tank, then the tap with larger diameter, it will take X minus 10 hours. It will take 10 hours less to completely fill the tank. Okay, this is what is given in the question. Now we have to find out the time taken by the larger diameter tap to completely fill the tank, and also we have to find the time taken by smaller diameter water tap to completely fill the tank. Okay, so whatever we have to find out, we have to initially let those values. So here let us write down, let the time taken by smaller water tap be X hours. Okay, then the time taken by larger water tap will be X minus 10 hours, since it will take 10 hours less to completely fill the tank compared to the smaller water tap. Now time taken by both the water taps to fill the tank completely is 9 3/8 hours. Okay, so write down time taken to fill the tank by both the pipes together will be what? 9 3/8. Okay, this is a mixed fraction, so let us convert it to an improper fraction. So how do you convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction? So here they have given 9 3/8, so we can write 9 into 8 plus 3 divided by 8. Okay, so what is 9 8s are 72, so 72 plus 3 will be 75 divided by 8. So this will take 75 divided by 8 hours. So now let us see, if the time taken by smaller water tap is X hours, how much time does this smaller water tap take to fill the tank in 1 hour? Here, to fill the complete water tank, it takes X hours. So how much water will be filled in 1 hour? Okay, so that will be the reciprocal of the total time taken. So whenever you want to calculate a part of the work done in 1 hour, then you have to take the reciprocal of the total time taken. Here total time taken by the smaller water tap is X hours. So time taken by the smaller water tap to fill in 1 hour will be 1/X. So write down part of tank filled in 1 hour by smaller tap in 1 hour will be 1 by the total time taken, that is 1/x. Similarly, let us take tank filled by the larger tap in 1 hour will be 1 by x minus 10. So write down part of tank filled by larger tap in 1 hour. This will be 1 by x minus 10. This is the amount of tank filled in 1 hour. Now let us calculate the part of tank again filled by both the pipes together will be how much? Reciprocal of this term, that is 75 by 8. Part of tank filled together by both taps in 1 hour, that is reciprocal of 75 by 8, it will be 8 by 75. Now let us form the equation. Now if you see, the part of tank filled by smaller tap is 1 by x and part of tank filled by larger tap is 1 by x minus 10. Now total together they will fill the tank in 1 hour is 8 by 7. So let us write down part filled by smaller tank in 1 hour is 1 by x plus part filled by larger tank in 1 hour will be 1 divided by x minus 10, and the total part filled by both the tanks in 1 hour, that is 8 by 75. Okay, so we have formed the equation here. Now let us take the LCM. So what is the LCM? X into x minus 10. So LCM for 1 by x in the numerator you will get x minus 10 plus, and for this term in the numerator x as x minus 1 by 10 and x minus 1 by 10 will get cancelled. That is equal to 8 divided by 75. Now let us cross multiply these terms. So 75 into x minus 10. If you open the brackets you will get plus x here is equal to, this will be 8x into x minus 10. So now let us simplify the equation, left hand side and the right hand side. So this will be 75 into x plus x will be 2x minus 10. If you open the brackets, 8x into x will be 8x square. Now here minus sign is there and here plus sign. So plus into minus will be minus 8 into 10 is 80x. So again here also let us open the bracket. So 75 into 2 will be 5 2s are 10. Carry 1, 7 2s are 14 plus 1 it is 15. So 150x, then plus into minus will be minus 75 into 10 will be 750 is equal to 8x square minus 80x. Now let us send left hand side terms to the right hand side. So you will get 8x square minus 80x plus 150x will become minus 150x on the right hand side, and minus 750 will become plus 750 is equal to 0. Now you can simplify the equation further. 8x square, you have minus 80x and minus 150x. These two terms will add up with a minus sign. So this will become 80 plus 150 is nothing but 230. 230x plus 750 is equal to 0. Now we have obtained the quadratic equations. For this quadratic equation you can apply any of the three methods like factorization method, quadratic formula, or you can use completing the square method and find out the roots or the x value. So here let us use the splitting the middle term or factorization method to find out the roots. So when you compare with the standard form of a quadratic equation, which is given by ax square plus bx plus c, the obtained quadratic equation, then we can find out the a, b and c value. The a value is the coefficient of x square, that is nothing but 8. Then the coefficient of x, that is b, is equal to 230, and the constant c is nothing but 750. Here only the numbers I'm taking, the signs we are not considering since we are using splitting the middle term. Now for this we have to find out the product first. So the product is a into c we have to take. So 8 into 750, so that is, you will get 8 zeros are 0, 8 5s are 40, carry 4, 8 7s are 56 plus 4 will be 60. So the product is 6000, and since we have a plus sign here, so we will take this sum. So what will be the sum? Sum will be the equal to b, that is nothing but 230. So we have to factorize 6000 in such a way that we get two factors whose product will be 6000 and sum will be 230. What are the factors of 6? 3 2s are 6. So we can take 30 into 200. So what is the 30 into 200? It is 6000, and 30 plus 200 we will get 230. So 30 plus 200 we will get the sum as. So this is how we are going to split this middle term 230. Instead of 230 we will write 30 plus 200. So let us do that here. 8x square, keep the sign as it is, minus, instead of 230 we will write 200 plus 30x plus 750 is equal to 0. Now let us open the brackets. You will get 8x square minus 200 into x, and this will be minus into plus will be minus 30x plus 750 is equal to 0. Now let us take common between these two terms and these two terms. Let us take 8x common here. So if we take 8x outside, what will be left behind? X minus 8. How many times 200? 8 into 25 times you get 200. So if you take 8 outside, you will be left with 25. Since minus sign is here, we'll take minus. Again, let us take 30 common. Okay, so we will be left with x. So this plus and minus will become minus. Now 750 can be written as 30 into 25. So if we take out 30 common, you will be left with again 25 is equal to 0. Now you can observe the terms in these two brackets are same. So we can take out common again. So if we take x minus 25 as common, what will be left behind? 8x minus 30 is equal to 0. Now equate each of these terms to 0. So you will get x minus 25 is equal to 0 and 8x minus 30 is equal to 0. Now sending this minus 25 to the right hand side, we will get x is equal to 25. And here you will get 8x is equal to minus 30 on the right hand side will become plus 30. Now we can simplify this further as x is equal to 30 divided by 8. Now what is 30 divided by 8? If you divide and see, 8 3s are 24, then 6 is left behind. If you take a decimal point, 0 can be added. 8 7s are 56. Again 4 is left behind. Since we have taken the point, we can add 0. So 8 5s are 40 and this will become 0. So 3.75. So x is equal to, you will get 3.75. So now we got two values for x, that is x is equal to 25 and x is equal to 3.75. So what have we assumed the value for x as? Initially the time taken by the smaller water tap is equal to x hours. So if the time taken by smaller water tap is x hours, that is x is equal to 25, then the time taken by larger water tap will be 25 minus 10, that will be equal to 15 hours. If x is equal to 25 hours, then the time taken by larger tap is 15 hours. Similarly, if you do the same here, time taken by smaller pipe is 3.75. Now if you substitute here 3.75 minus 10, so here we are going to get some negative value because minus 10 is a larger number, so you will get minus 6.25 hours. But here if you observe, since we have got a minus sign, any measuring quantity cannot be in minus, so we are not taking the value x is equal to 3.5 here. We have to just consider the value x is equal to 25. So therefore we can write down time taken by smaller tap is 25 hours and by larger tap it is 15 hours. So this is the result. If you have any doubts, please comment me below in the comment section. In my next video, I'll be solving question number 10 from exercise 10.3, chapter number 10, quadratic equation. So till then, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.